Now, I have not had a whole lot of luck with online dating.
Did you try them all?
I have not been to all of these sites. However, I've been to a few of them. On Match.com, I was rejected by every guy I contacted. On PlentyOfFish.com, I rejected every guy that contacted me. All two of them. And on J-Date, which is for Jewish singles, I actually had some luck. I met someone, I actually dated them for a week and a half. However, even though I haven't had a lot of luck dating through online dating, I have had a lot of dates and a lot of relationships. Remember, 30 years. And inspired by David Letterman's Top 10, I'm going to count down with you the top 10 worst dating experiences of Jackie Rose. Number 10, he picked me up at 8. I was home by 9. He still thinks my name is Isabel. I am not embellishing. These are all true. Number 9. It was a blind date over brunch. I picked up my bagel and cream cheese, and for some reason it jumped out of my hand and flew across the room, face down, on the floor, with the cream cheese. It was very embarrassing. Number 8. I was vacationing in Virginia Beach with a friend of mine, and we met these two guys. And she took off with the one that she fell in love with, and left me with a guy I was not in love with. And for 45 minutes, we went out to dinner, and then he called his fiancée. And for 45 minutes, I had to listen to, I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. Number 7. I was dating this guy, and we went to the mall. I'd been dating for about a month. And before we got out of the car, he looks over at my chest with his eyes bugged out like Marty Feldman in Young Frankenstein. My blouse had become undone. It was leather. I was very grateful that he let me know this before we walked to the mall. Number 6, I was dating this guy in high school, and he took me to dinner. Well, took me to his car, we had a sub, and we're eating in his car. And I thought, it's been about a month or 2. Let me show him the real me. No, I did not unbutton my blouse. But I decided to let out a little burp. The burp came out a little bit louder than I anticipated. Aliens from Pluto could hear this. And for the rest of the night, the only thing he said was, I've never heard a girl burp like that before. I've never heard a girl burp like that before. I guess he never heard a girl burp like that before. Number 5. I was at my friend's house making out with a 15-year-old boy. I was 14 at the time. Oh. And my friend's father came down to break us up. He's a police officer, and he was in uniform. Oh. And he almost grabbed his gun. And when a police officer breaks you and your boyfriend up from kissing, it can be very traumatic. Till this day, I cannot make out in front of a police officer. Now, with a police officer. Are there any out there tonight? Number 4. What's number 4? Oh, yes. It was our first date. And we sat down to dinner. Before we even ordered, he takes my hand, and he looks me in my eyes and gives me this gazing look as if to say, I love you. And I'm really a freak. There was no second date. And every now and then I'd see him from across the room and he'd still give me that freaky eye gaze. Number 3. I went out with this guy and he kept snorting while he was eating. FYI, men, snorting is not a turn on. I'm sorry if he had a health problem, but it drove me crazy. It was very annoying, and there was no second date. Number 2, my ex-boyfriend decided to surprise me and show up on my doorstep. And he did surprise me. He also surprised my new boyfriend who I was with at the time. And the worst part was we couldn't get rid of the ex-boyfriend. He kept saying, let's order pizza, let's order pizza. I probably should have invited him tonight. And the #1 worst dating experience of Jackie Rose was 1987, February 14th, Valentine's Day. I was ready on time, but he was late. He was very late. In fact, I'm still waiting for him to show up. That's right. The #1 worst dating experience of Jackie Rose was being stood up on Valentine's Day, the one that never happened. Now, when I first gave this speech about a year and a half ago, my original ending went like this. Well, there you have it, the top 10 worst dating experience of Jackie Rose. And the other day I was talking to my friend Kevin, and he said to me, Jackie Rose, they're not supposed to work out. Only one is supposed to work out. And he was right. I had to go through all those guys to get to the one I'm with today. And he is working out. If I had a top 10 list of all the 10 best dates, he'd be on all 10. He knows my real name is not Isabel. He shows up for our dates. He doesn't snort when he eats. And when he says, I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you, it's not to another woman, it's to me. That was my original ending. Since then... I broke up with that schmuck. And I'm single again. And I'm so glad, because now I can go on more dates and gather more material for my next speech. Titled, The Next Top 10 Worst Dating Experiences with Jackie Rose. But we don't need online dating. We don't need blind dates. We have Meetup. And for those of you who belong to a lot of meetup groups, you don't remember which one you're at tonight. Miss Paula? Can I guess? What do you think?
Positive,
We're at the fun stuff for singles over 35 and others. And I'm so glad that you all were able to come out tonight. And this has been the first of so many wonderful more shows and events to come.